Angles.
Much of geometry can be understood if you know the ins and outs of angles. So let's dive right into properties of angles.
An angle is formed when two rays emanate from a point. The point from which the rays emanate is the vertex. By the way, the plural of vertex is vertices.
Angles come in lots of different sizes. We measure the size of angles in degrees.
This is based on the concept of the circle having 360 degrees. One time around a circle is 360 degrees. We use this little symbol to represent degrees. Angles can be thought of as open-ended slices of circles.
Angles can have few degrees like this, lots of degrees like this, can even make a straight corner like this.
Meet the right angle. These two rays meet to make a straight corner, which we can represent like this. A right angle measures 90 degrees. Always, all right angles measure 90 degrees. Angles that measure less than 90 degrees are known as acute. Angles that measure greater than 90 degrees are known as obtuse. Once more, an acute angle measures less than 90 degrees, a right angle measures exactly 90 degrees, and an obtuse angle measures greater than 90 degrees.
Well, how do you measure angles? Coming right up.
Let's first get a handle on naming particular angles. We can name an angle by the vertex and a point on each ray. This angle is named ABC. This angle is named CAT. This angle is named EDF. It's standard to name an angle by 3 points on its ray, with its vertex in the middle. ABC, CAT, EDF. Or, if you like, CBA, TAC, and FDE.
A common tool for measuring angles is the protractor. It's a thin little guy marked off in degrees. These tick marks represent the measurement of the angles. Most protractors are semicircular and measure from 0 degrees to 180 degrees. Notice that there are two sets of numbers. Each begins at 0 degrees and goes all the way over to 180 degrees. Here's the 90-degree line.
Angle, meet protractor. Protractor, meet angle. Place the protractor so that the 0 to 180 degree line is right on one of the rays of the angle. Line up the protractor so that the 90-degree line is right on the vertex of the angle. To measure, we look where the other ray of the angle is on the protractor. We use the set of numbers with the 0 we started with. Okay, 40 degrees. This angle, angle ABC, measures 40 degrees. It's an acute angle as it measures less than 90 degrees.
We can measure an angle that opens on the other side too. Place the protractor on one of the arms, making sure the 0 to 180 degree line is right on the arm. Line up the 90-degree line with the vertex. The other arm is all the way over here. We use this set of numbers with the 0 we started with, 120 degrees. This angle, angle CAT, measures 120 degrees. It's an obtuse angle as it measures more than 90 degrees.
If your angle is not long enough for you to measure, you can extend the rays using a straight edge. The bottom of your protractor should work, or you can use a ruler. There, now we have an angle that we can measure. This angle measures 60 degrees.
No, you don't always need a protractor to measure your angles. Sometimes you can figure out properties of certain angles just by using your geometry noggin.
Take a look at these angles. We've got angle PQS, and we also have angle PQR and angle RQS. Here's something neat. The measurement of angle PQR and the measurement of angle RQS equal the measurement of the bigger angle, angle PQS. Cool! This works for angles that share a common vertex. In this case, all the angles share the vertex Q.
We don't need to stop there. Angle PQS is a special angle, a right angle. We know that thanks to the corner symbol there. So angle PQS measures 90 degrees. Also, we now know that the measurements of angle PQR and angle RQS equal 90 degrees. There's a special term for this: complementary angles. Complementary angles are two angles whose measurements add up to 90 degrees. Angles PQR and RQS are complementary angles.
Understanding this can help you in many ways. For instance, say we know angle PQR measures 30 degrees. What does angle RQS measure? We don't even need to pull out our protractor. We know that these two angles equal this angle, the 90-degree angle. So, RQS measures the difference between the 90 degrees and the 30 degrees. Simply, 90 degrees minus 30 degrees. That's 60 degrees. We know that angle RQS measures 60 degrees.
Okay, we know that measurements of an angle CAD and of angle DAB will equal the measurements of angle CAB. We know CAB measures 180 degrees, so we can figure out that measurements of CAD and DAB will equal 180 degrees.
There's a special term for this: supplementary angles. Supplementary angles are two angles whose measurements add up to 180 degrees. Angles CAD and DAB are supplementary angles.
So, what if we know angle CAD measures 110 degrees? Using our noggin, we can figure out that angle DAB measures 70 degrees because CAD and DAB's measurements add up to CAB's measurement, 180 degrees.
Now you know the basics of angles. Good job!